So you started in 1991, and how did you get started?
I started off as a stripper in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, in this ghetto-ass MF club. I don't know, how much can I swear on here?
I mean, you can swear.
I can
it's
just,
fine.
be the dirty mouth bitch that I truly am.
You can.
All right. So, so I started off at this club that still is there in Milwaukee.
Wow.
And and I have this thing that I have to go back like every decade and kind of just say thank you. But every time I go back, everyone's like, don't get shot. Like, it is the fucking ghetto. I mean, it is scary when you go there, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny because, when you go to it outside, it's pretty rough. And the outside of it really looks like, it looks like you're like in the middle of, what's the area downtown LA? Like Skid Row. Yeah. And you open up this door, and it's funny because over the years they've actually remodeled it.
Okay.
And I've gone in and taken pictures, and I tell people like, whoever is there that night getting high or getting drunk, and like who I am, and I came from here, and take some pictures, and but when I first started dancing there, it had a basement pole with duct tape on it. I mean, that's how ghetto. I mean, like definitely like drive-by shootings happening on a regular basis.
Jeez.
So that's my very humble beginnings in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
How long were you at that club before you were able to? Because how long did it go from when you were dancing to when you actually started? Because did you start doing print work first?
Yeah, so I went from working at the club. I was there for probably about a year.
Okay.
And the funny thing was that like the only place that had a featured dancing school was in Wisconsin, northern Wisconsin.
Okay.
And so these bitches would come to this ghetto club on the weekends because they could actually make more money in Milwaukee. And so then I was introduced, even though we didn't have features, these feature girls would come down there to like house. That's what it was called back then, house girl.
Yeah.
And so then one girl was like, yeah, you need to go on the road with me. And I had this boyfriend, and he was like, oh no, she hangs out with like rock stars. You're not going anywhere with her girlfriend. So I got the information for the agency, and I think I was actually under the age of 18 when I took my first nudie pictures and sent it into the agency.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right? Because I was using a fake ID
So you Tracy Lords did.
Oh, I totally Tracy Lords the beginning, my first year in the business.
Okay, wow.
I had a fake ID. And so, but then, I remember I sent the pictures in, and I had to wait until I turned 18.
And
then I went to the feature dancing school, and then I was off. Then I left my apartment in Milwaukee, and I started traveling all over the world. Then I started doing magazines, and I shot with Warren Tang in New York, and he got me and it was my first real official photographer. I'd done a few small things. And actually, at that point, the agency that I was with was trying to really pigeonhole me into the super big boob thing.
Okay.
Because that was really popular in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I remember I was going to get some, I was going in to have my surgery, my first breast assist done.
Okay.
And I had picked out bigger implants. And then the night before, I called up and I said, hey, me and my mom are having a fight. She's saying I got this size, and I'm saying I got that size, which I damn well knew that I gotten the bigger one, but I'd gotten scared and wanted to have the smaller ones.
Yeah.
And so I think I was originally supposed to go with 1,000, and then I went with 800 instead. And so they were trying to really pigeonhole me into doing just the big boob thing. And but I had bigger stars in my eyes, and I didn't want to be pigeonholed into fucking anywhere in my career ever. And I'm very glad that I was smart enough at that age to know that that was not going to sustain me for a illustrious career
Yes.
that I have now.
Mhm.
And so, but yeah, I still got to do all the boob, I did all the big boob magazines and everything. But yeah, so I worked with that photographer, Warren Ting. He got me 7 magazine covers in 1 week.
Wow.
And then Cherry and High Society magazine asked me to go to Jamaica for their spring break edition, which I then, my roommate was Jenna Jameson for that
wow.
trip.
Wow.
And I had been asking people like how to get into porn. I'd been on the Robin Bird show twice and I'd asked people. And Jenna was like, bitch, move to LA with me. And
Okay.
so I was supposed to move to Hollywood, Florida with my mother. And I was in Jamaica and I called her up and I was like, Mom, we're moving to Hollywood. And she's like, yeah, bitch, I know. And I'm like, no, we're moving to Hollywood, California. So I changed all my plans and yeah.
So was this also like before Jenna had blown up and so you both started out around the same time?
She had already started blowing up. She wasn't as big as she became.
Okay.
But she was definitely.
She was on the rise at that point.
She was. I mean, she already had that, she had that special thing.
That it quality.
Yeah, she really did. Yeah.
That it doesn't even exist, I think, in Hollywood anymore because they don't have the same kind of stars that they used to, where you used to have like people would go see a movie just because so-and-so was in the movie.
Scarlett Johansson, she's definitely got the it. I mean, there's still, what's
the problem is franchises drown them out, though.
Margot Robbie.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying they're not talented and that they're not beautiful. It's just there was a point, though, for instance, where like a Julia Roberts movie would make $100 million just because she was in it.
Well, and the thing about it is I'll say something, and
Yeah.
Jenna actually within the business, so they Wicked put millions of dollars into Jenna's name. And then at the height of her career, what did she do? She jumped and went to Vivid, which was their competitor, and never again did a studio ever put that kind of money into a girl's name. Everybody became Vivid girls, Wicked girls, because she was the one that more or less taught all the studios, don't be dumb.
Yeah.
Because the bitch gonna leave you, go to your competitor and suck their dick and take all the money that you put into them and give it to your competitor.
Yeah.
And that really did change everything, at least in the adult entertainment industry. When she made that move, that's pretty much when no other individual in the business ever had the opportunity again to become a star.
Well, and it was funny. It was weird. Is like Vivid's like a non-entity now in the industry. I mean, I think the name still exists, and I don't know if the brand still does anything. But like when I talked to Christy Canyon on the show, and she was telling me how she worked with them when she had a serious
yes, and I was in their office because I also directed After Porn Ends, and the one that I directed, we had Christy Canyon in it, and we went to the offices, and it was but a relic of what it used to be. But I don't think that they do. I think they were completely bought out by now, like most of the former companies.
Yeah, their building still exists in LA, but they're not there. They just have it's just now the Vivid building. It doesn't even house anything. Yeah, it doesn't have anything in it, which is
framework.
And one thing that's really fascinating about your career is that you are one of the few that is still active that has seen the industry change.
Actually, I've spoken to the the what do you call it, managing editor or whatever of AVN, the big guy at the top. Yeah. And I said to him, I think I'm the longest running active porn star in the business right now.